Hello, and welcome to your seasonal quarterly readings for summer. Not only is the solstice the longest day of light in the year in the northern hemisphere, it also marks the turning of the seasons when the sun moves into 0 degrees tropical Cancer. This happens Tuesday, June 20th, 2017 at 9:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Wednesday, June 21st at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Time. The solstice translates to mean the still sun. Sol means the sun, and still refers to where the sun climbs and finally reaches its ascent to the apex of the sky at high noon. So now is a seasonally supportive time to shine outwardly and use the fullest potential of your personal power, as does the sun. So for your summer readings, I will do them in 2 parts. For the first part of these readings, I will draw 4 tarot cards. The first will be for the summer solstice starting June 20th up until the end of June on the 30th. The second will be for the month of July, the third for August, and the fourth card for September up until the autumnal equinox on the 22nd. Then I will draw a card from the Angels of Light deck to see how everything fits together energetically and what angelic support you have with you this season. Then for the second part of these readings, I will draw 5 more cards using the summer spread. This layout was presented in the American Tarot Association's 2017 Summer Quarterly Journal, which I have the cover of displayed over here. In this edition's publication, I wrote a feature article titled "Here Comes the Sun" about why I became a tarot reader, which I really enjoyed doing. So I thought it would be fun to use the spread for the summer solstice that was published in this magazine. So let's go ahead and get started with your summer readings. Libra, let's see what the summer season holds for you for the second half of June, July, August, and the first half of September. Show me the energy for the sign of Libra. Okay. I think this is it. Okay. June, July, August, September. Wow, lots of major arcanas. Well, there you are, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, again, doesn't necessarily have to be a male or female. It is cardinal air, which is Libra, is cardinal air. So this is just, indicator of your character court card. The King of Swords is very businesslike, very fair, okay? Very precise, very logical. He is air sign, so he's very communicative, loves to really problem solve and sort of, talk to, meet, and sort of associate with all different types of people. And he's just a very social person, okay? But I do see that, it's also like about professionalism. There is a sense of like this character is very polished, very put together, okay? And I feel like you really do know how to make an impression, like to impress people, okay? I do feel like this is also just showing like your wide range of interests and knowledge in different areas that you can sort of have a conversation with really pretty much anybody. And there is a sense of charm that the King of Swords does use. Okay, you can use that. And I do see the Emperor in June. The Emperor is someone who is in a position of authority. Okay, they have resources, they have, social standing, they are established. Okay, so this could be you really working, towards growing that energy or maintaining that energy. But it's also, I feel like it's somebody that you really want to impress. And I just get that sense that you are going to be making a really good impression on somebody, and it matters. This person matters. They have, a lot of social standing. Again, they have a lot of power. They have a lot of influence. And it just feels like the Emperor is all about business, responsibility, high ethics, because he has a lot to manage. And the King of Swords is like very much like that energy as well. You will get along with this person, and I feel like it's very much work related. I'm sorry for all the shadows, and it's kind of dark. I did have to put on some artificial lighting, so I hope that's not too distracting for your reading. But I wanted you to be able to see the cards. And yes, anyway. So June, we have the Emperor. Temperance is in July. So this is a wonderful energy for like you and this other person to come together and sort of join forces. Both of you have your own strengths and qualities that you're bringing to the table, and you're sort of, mixing them together and sort of creating something that's of like alchemy, something that is beautiful. You can work together with this person, and, both of you are bringing the best to the table, okay? And it just looks very wonderful for like, creating something new that's very prosperous, very beneficial for not just you, but for other people as well. People around you are going to benefit from whatever you're working on with this person. It's helpful. It's helpful to other people, okay? So I get the sense of like philanthropy or charity in some way. It doesn't have to be charity, but it's like has that sort of like it just helps everyone. It's a wonderful energy that I'm seeing for July. Okay. August, things are a little bit chaotic, messy. You're working with a team of people now, and it just looks like a little bit of energy is just scattered. It's all over the place, and you're sort of having to, manage yourself and all of these people, and sort of manage and maintain the energy so where it's workable. Feels like it's a lot easier the energy is a lot easier to work with in July. And this team, it's like if you're bringing on other people to work, it's like it becomes a little bit, confusing, or like I said, just sort of messy. Okay. There's a little bit of competition with this card as well. I always see that, like the feeling, the need to compete, like who is the top dog, so where there was maybe a cohesiveness in July becomes a little bit competitive in August. So I just want to share that, to look out for that. Okay. Then September, we have the moon. Okay. This can be intensity. And I always get, the friend or foe, we don't know, energy with this card. So it still has this, like, it's like you're at an impasse. You're at a point where you really need to ask yourself the answers, and the moon is about reflection and introspection and all of that, yes, but it's also like there's a hidden energy. It's a mystery. It's a card of mystery and illusion. And sometimes we think something is one way and it turns out to be different, or we think somebody is one way and they turn out to be different, either for the better or for the worse. This is like not there's a little bit of confused energy here, and this is also confused energy. It has to do with other people. Where normally you have like this discernment, right? It's possible that other people's energy could confuse you. So it's like if you just listen to yourself and hear you, you'll know the answer. But it's almost as if like you want to please other people. You take into account their and consideration their opinion, and it just sort of throws you off. This is the energy that I'm seeing for you for this summer that you want to sort of look out for. You want to sort of maintain balance and harmony with other people, and you're able to do that pretty well in July. This person looks like they have some sort of authority or power in the world, and working with other people on the more mundane level looks a little bit scattered and messy. And then it's like you really have to listen to yourself for answers, like not to be sort of led astray or led off course from what you originally set out and intended to do. Okay. All right, so I want to pull an angel card to you're really going to be about your business. I just really want to say that. So you are the professional. You've got it. Don't doubt yourself is really, I think, the message that I want to share. So I'm going to see what angelic energy is looking out after the Libras. What angel is going to be with Libra? It's this one. Angel of Clarity. This angel brings you past the ego's voice into that place where messages you hear are clear. When you have a decision to make, this angel brings the ability to see things as they truly are. Anytime you have a question or desire to see things differently, ask for angelic help from the angel of clarity. And this is what it looks like. I like that it has sort of this sort of spherical shape here, very similar to the moon here. Sort of round, being clear, hearing the messages from within. So the ego would be the competition here in August. Ego battles. Like I said, who's top dog? That's sort of the energy that I was seeing here. When things are unclear, you need clarity, obviously. So this angel will help you, especially I'm seeing the first half of September, sort of you're listening so that you can stay on that path. You can stay on course, on track. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm seeing for the summer, and I want to do this summer spread. I'm using the Thoth deck. So the summer spread is a 5-card layout. The first card is indicating what is your source of light. What is your source of light for Libras? That position is going to be in the center. The second card is what is fading away and what needs to be released. That position is in the bottom left. The third card will be in the upper left, and it is what is in the shadow that needs to be brought into the light. The fourth card is what is ripe and ready for picking. This position is in the upper right. The fifth card and last card is how can I reward myself this summer? So how can Libras reward themselves? That position is going to be in the bottom right. So we're kind of making a star formation. I think a summer of change for a lot of people, a lot of new energy that's going to be brought in, clearing out of old stuff, and to allow for more prosperity, more abundance, more security. Security comes after the change. All right. Center, the 7 of Wands. Okay, Valor, Mars in. Okay, so you have a lot to do. You really are going to be taking care of a lot. There's a lot of demands on you. There's high expectations that are sort of put upon you that you sort of need to meet. Okay. And it possibly could be coming from the Emperor. You know, it's someone that you want to impress. And you're going to have to work hard. This is what that's saying. That is your center. Okay. You're going to be on top of it all. You're going to organize it all. It can at times feel a little bit overwhelming, but you can handle it, okay? So what is fading away that needs releasing? 7, another 7, failure, okay? So this is maybe a second chance for you. I'm seeing like a new start to sort of prove yourself or make an impression. I do get the second chance because of the 2 7s. But also in the past, maybe you failed at something and it's like you're trying again. Okay. And maybe trying in a way that's a little bit different. You know, you've planned it out. You've seen the course and you're determined to make it happen. Okay. So the third, what is in the shadow that needs to come into the light? The 5 of Swords. Okay. Defeat. Okay. Again, I did say other people with the 5 of Wands may try and sort of throw you off course. Don't be afraid to keep trying until you've reached your goal, until you've succeeded, okay? Don't let other people defeat you with their own ego, their own will. You know, don't let people confuse you, okay? This is what needs to be brought out into the light, is like the competition with other people or the discouragement from other people or just sort of that chaos, okay? All right. So the 4th card is what is ripe and ready for picking? The Devil card. Okay. All right. Let me really see. What is this about? I'm just getting the materialistic side of things. Greed. The greed of other people. Maybe you have a lust for success. What is ripe and ready for picking? The Devil isn't the most positive energy. It's an energy to overcome, which is fear of lack and limitation. And it's also excess on the other side of greed and not feeling like there's enough. Bringing things into balance with this energy. Okay. The 5th card, how can you reward yourself this summer? 6 of Cups, pleasure. Okay. You know, I'm getting this sense of like indulgence, maybe overindulgence, materialism, excess, that sort of thing. This insatiable appetite that you have to succeed and to, you know, maybe go above and beyond the competition. The pleasure card looks wonderful, but everything in moderation, everything in balance. Don't deprive yourself, and don't, you know, on the other side, go overboard as well. I know that Libra is the scales and it tries to maintain a balance, but it's constantly, you know, moderating and bringing things back into balance when they've gone off course, right? So it just looks like there's a lot of demands, you know, a lot of competition, a lot of just sort of wanting to get to the top sort of energy to meet and reach those goals. The Devil card is about excess. What is available to you, what's ripe, is sort of bringing either lack or limitation back into balance, okay? And rewarding yourself with pleasure, but not overdoing it as well. Okay, so, you know, what's fading away is the failures from the past, which is a good card to be in this position. What needs to be brought into the light is fear of failure, fear of, again, like going back into this, like, you know, I didn't do it before, I couldn't do it before. Like bringing that maybe even your worst enemy is yourself in this situation. Maybe it's not even other people. Maybe it's just all within you. You're competing against yourself here. And it's really time to just battle those demons, if you will, um, and reach that success with dogged determination and, you know, confidence and power that you can handle it. Like I said, you can handle it. It's going to be work, but you're going to do it. Okay. It just looks all about like really knowing what you want, going after it, and not being knocked off course. I feel like if I was to sum up both of these readings, that's what I would really say for you. So, all right. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable for you to watch. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. Have a wonderful summer, Libra. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you and your needs and circumstances, feel free to contact me through my website or my business email. I'll go ahead and leave the links in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming videos. Until next time, take care and be well.